chapter 9. We'll read that in just a second. All this stuff to get ready. All right. So as you know, we've been kind of working through some more miscellaneous type sermons. And I've preached one sermon on tithing in 10 years, I think about 7 or 8 years ago. So we're going to revisit that. And I want you to know I'm revisiting that because it's always good to talk about generosity. It's always good to talk about giving because it's a biblical concept. But I want us to think rightly about it, okay? My view on tithing has not changed in 7 years or 8 years since I preached a sermon on this. But hopefully I can be a little more thorough this time and kind of explaining some things so that we can think biblically about the notion of generosity, all right? Because God wants us to be generous people. He wants us to be cheerful in our giving, and ultimately our giving is really measured not in quantity, but in quality, the disposition of the heart, the way and manner in which we give. That's what God concerns himself with, and I'll attempt to show you that pretty thoroughly through the text today. So today we're thinking biblically about generosity, coming from 2 Corinthians chapter 9. But before I go into that, let me kind of just shoot some holes in the boat that is prosperity teaching, okay? Because prosperity teaching, prosperity gospel, word of faith, they have things to say about giving. And I want to kind of I want to burn that boat altogether, okay? I just want it to sink very quickly. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just kind of working on that. All right, so here's the objective for today. The objective for today. It just died? Okay. It's okay. If it comes back to us, great. If not, trust me, I am a professional. Here we go. The objective today is to see and understand the structure of giving in both the Old Covenant and the New Covenant. Now, this is timely for us because it comes off of the heels of the book of Hebrews. And for a year and a half, we kept revisiting this idea, of the obsolescence of the Old Covenant. Very good. The obsolescence of the Old Covenant when we had the inauguration of the New Covenant, okay? Not that the Old Covenant was bad, but the Old Covenant was for a time, people, and season, right? It had a specific place and time, a specific purpose for a specific people. Now we're under the New Covenant. So I want to draw from that year and a half of working through Hebrews and kind of bring up this issue of giving and generosity. And the reason I want to say this, in case you're wondering, is not because we're doing poorly in that. I chose to do this now because it's timely. It's timely because of the efforts that we're trying to make in order to upfit our space so that we can fit more appropriately into a space. But also because you all have been tremendously faithful. Austin and I do not know who gives what. We don't even know who gives and who does not. We choose not to know that. I'm sure there are pastors that may know that information. We choose not to know that information, okay? Now, the finance team might be secretly judging you, but we are not as your pastors, okay? We don't know those things. But what we do know is that we see the trend, and you